Since the inception of the Disneynature documentaries, they've rested on a specific formula of showcasing animals in the wild, while a well-known actor narrates and presents a narrative involving these creatures. There is something pleasant about these films, allowing us to glimpse these animals in their habitats, even with the sometimes cutesy narration. However, Orangutan is an example of the formula running dry, and the result is surprisingly more tedious than previous entries in the Disneynature series. The words Josh Gad is required to say have little educational value, and the film falls short in making these orangutans into interesting animals. As a result, this documentary struggles at achieving its principal goal. As expected from these nature documentaries, the footage is stunning with some beautiful shots of the jungle. The filmmakers get some good angles of the orangutans in the trees as we watch them swing around and care for their young. The film also spotlights a few other animals on occasion, although the focus is still kept primarily on these great apes. Josh Gad brings the required pleasing sound as he tells a story created by the writers. However, beyond the nice photography, there's nothing much there to grab one's interest. Previous Disneynature films attempted to bring some variety to the locations, but an orangutan stay largely in the same jungle, and that makes the film disappointingly repetitive. The cutesy story they've come up with here never becomes a particularly engaging one. Although even when they would go heavy on giving anthropomorphic personalities to the animals, they still included some educational material in the narration, so the audience can learn something about the animals. Outside of a few nuggets here and there, Orangutan is extremely light on facts about these animals, and you come away not learning much of anything about them. The music choices are also rather on the nose. Hearing King Louie's song, I Want to Be Like You, from Disney's The Jungle Book is amusing once, but then the movie proceeds to play that song 2 more times. Thus that turns from a cute nod to a classic Sherman Brothers tune to something pandering and there to remind the audience of another Disney production. It's possible the orangutans just did not give the filmmakers much material to work with when they entered the editing suite, but it means the movie feels stretched out as they try to reach that 80-ish minute mark. Maybe they could have edited the footage with material about other animals in the Southeast Asian jungles to at least provide some variety, but we're just stuck with these apes doing the same thing for the entire runtime, and that gets boring quickly. The Disneynature films can often be good ways to let people see animals up close, so it's disappointing how one-note orangutan is. There's a reason when people go to a zoo they don't stay in the same section for 80 minutes and eventually move on to the next animal exhibit. As stated before, maybe the filmmakers were limited in what they were filming. However, they could still have included a lot more educational material since a lot of people watch these films to at least learn something. There's little interest gained in watching these orangutans swing and then eat and then swing and eat again.